proposal video on how to sustain my early childhood center. First of all, my Tadika is a private center-based early childhood center that has been registered under Education Act 1996 and uses play-based approach. Tadika is for age 4 to 6 years old. Children under the age of 4 can be registered to a TASCA. In this video, it will be categorized into 3 main parts that are management of finance, enrollment, and relationship with parents and community. During the pandemic, many centers has been affected, and privately preschool registered under the Ministry of Education will receive a one-off grant of 5,000 ringgit Malaysia through the National Economic Recovery Plan to reduce their financial burden. As the principal, I have the responsibility over oversee the financial problems of my school. To do so, I use 5 ways to carefully consider my finance that are categorizing, analyzing, prioritizing, deciding, and maximizing. For example, categorizing resources into 4 categories that are materials, equipment, space, and human energy that are missed. Analyzing cost of early childhood program, prioritizing plus deciding budget by planning to ensure the total income is larger than the expenses in order to operate schools smoothly, and maximizing staffing as salaries and wages constitute a major portion. Let me share with you ways of maintaining financial well-being that are workable in my school. First is staffing, as staff and children ratio is essential, as limitation of class size in pandemic is to prevent COVID-19 from spreading, and staff selection of my school. All teachers have diploma certification is according to Malaysia Education Blueprint 2013 to 2025. Next is the budget concern of my school will be having a budget planning by list down all the essential items for consideration, as you can see in this table. Beside that, understanding the budget so that we can plan on my school total expenses. Lastly is some of the ways on cutting costs for my school is promoting through internet to save printing money, collect sanitation fees such as masks and gloves, thermometers for temperature monitoring, and additional hand sanitizer and disinfectants. Lastly is the planning sales shows and events that we can do in my school. The importance of carefully consider management of enrollment in sustaining an early childhood center are understand the requirements and expectations of the families so that the school can record. Follow up the parents is to provide further plans, practical ways for enrollment. Way on enrollment that are workable in my school are creating waiting lists through interview before enrollment to control the numbers of children. Second, letting parents to visit centers and understand the school goals, mission, vision, and philosophy are essential to let parents know if their expectations of the school is the same. Next is promoting school through social media, website, and recommendation by graduate students and family members. The importance of carefully considered management of relationship with parents and community in sustaining an early childhood center is through parental involvement on extending teaching outside of the classroom to create a more positive experience for the children and can help them to perform better when they are in school. Here are some ways on building good relationship and community. For example, activity that involve families and communities such as virtual sport day, virtual parents day, and virtual programs and collaboration with some professional organizations for a talk. Methods of communication offer places of school compounds for the communities use media shares on values or learns from them creates comfortable environments to welcome families and always keep in touch with parents. In short, the pandemic of coronavirus affected millions of business and families around the country. The early childhood education industry too was affected extremely, while most ECE providers are private companies, but this service which benefits the public. Early Childhood Center not only provide support to parents need to go to work, but also play an important role in shaping children by maximization of their potential and lifelong learning as well as their social interaction.